Oh, I gotta plug you in. Where's my eye primer? What up? Found it. Soft okra. Soft okra. Hi, Terry. Thank you so much. Hi, Ashley. What up? How's it going, guys? How you doing? How's your Sunday? Oh, yay, I'm so glad. I love it when people recreate my makeup looks. Happy is it what is today? Okay, we got like 3 days left of June. 3 days left. Sorry it took me so long to get a pride look up. We're kind of gonna do another one, sort of. It's gonna be colorful at least. Hi, Edinburgh. Physics. Bruh. Oh shit. Amber, have you been liking the Nina Park lip look? Do you feel like you're nailing it, or is it like taking some time to like get? Because it is kind of depends on like the lip, your like lip shape and everything, and then the technique, like how much you blur it and like the colors that you use and stuff. You know, it can be like kind of a tricky one. Going to work at 10. You guys, you nurses, I don't know how you do it. You're a different breed. One of my closest friends is a nurse, and she works nights and works like I think she works like 3 or 4 nights like in a row basically. I don't know how you do it. Thanks. My rant video on Euphoria was so ridiculous. It was so all over the place. At the end of it, I was like, I don't even think that I like said anything, but I'm glad that a rant video could be at least a little bit entertaining, you know? What did I have for breakfast? I made a smoothie. What up, London? Ooh, that sounds nice. How's the weather in London right now? Curled up with a hot chocolate? Isn't it hot up in there? Isn't Europe having like the hottest, like a crazy heat wave right now? Thanks, guys. My day's been good. I typically film on usually like a weekday, like Monday, Tuesday, Thursday. But just I'm gonna be traveling later this week, and I was like, I gotta just do it Sunday. So I filmed a video trying a bunch of new makeup, which is why I have like most of my makeup done, but I felt like I wanted to do an eye look here for you guys. Oh, the heat wave's over. Okay, that's good. So you guys survived. I was seeing all the photos of people in France, all the celebs like sweating their butts off. It's gonna be really hot. We're going to New York, and it's gonna be hot as balls. It's supposed to be like 100 degrees when we land. I don't do well in very hot weather. I'm not an extreme weather type of person. I'm like very staunchly like a 60 to 70 kind of person, which is why LA weather is like perfect for me. Hi, Poland. I wish I could say anything in Polish, but I can't. Thank you. NYC's humid. I hate having to like pack makeup and stuff for humid weather because I'm so used to being in the desert, and I have my whole situation is set. Like I'm good, you know? So then when I go to New York, my skin sometimes like my skin will like uh overcome. I don't know what happens. It like it freaks out from the humidity and it like dries up, and then I need like more heavy moisturizers. I don't know. So I'm just gonna pack everything. I'm just gonna pack everything. 100. Germany, I would love to go to Germany. I would love to go to Scotland. Yeah. Yeah, the difference of different atmospheres is very like it's honestly frustrating because um like I think it's something that people don't really take they don't really like take into account. Um like a lot of the time when I receive questions from people who are like, "What's the best foundation? Like this is my skin type." I'm like, "Where do you live?" Because like that has a huge impact. And like I grew up in a very humid climate, but then moving to the desert, my skin completely changed. And it took me a really long time to like accept that and be able to adjust things properly. I love Jamie Genevieve. She's the best. Yeah. Um, I only have one mod so far, who I don't believe is here today. So who do I guess I can kick this person out, at least put you in a timeout for being random. Um, anybody else annoying? You're kind of annoying. I'll at least put you in a time. Oh, I got rid of them completely. Whoops. Oops. How did you remove your copper colored? So I didn't remove it. What we basically did was we bleached it and it stayed golden. Like I have a couple videos and images where my hair is like really golden for a little while. And then I think it was like, I can't remember how long we waited. I don't know if it was like the second, yeah, maybe it was. I think maybe it was like 6 to 8 weeks later, we pushed it further. And it was very dry after that, but like healthy enough. I didn't get any breakage or anything. So it took like 2 sessions and with like plenty of time in between so that my hair could like adjust. But the transition period between the copper back to platinum was definitely a rough one. Like I knew that I was gonna have to be like a golden blonde for a little while, and I just did not like it because it was basically like my skin color. So you just have to kind of deal with it. But you want to make sure that you're going to somebody who like really knows what they're doing with these chemicals to like achieve the right color and everything. Hi, Florida. Thank you. I am very happy to be back to platinum. My roots really need to be done. I'm getting it cut in a couple days, which always makes me feel a little bit better. Adapting makeup techniques for changing weather. Yeah, I mean, it's tough because it's really gonna depend on like how your skin reacts to the changing weather. Because like I was saying, when I go to New York and it's really humid, sometimes my skin dries itself out to like compensate for the moisture, um, which in turn makes my skin feel more dry, and I have to use heavier moisturizers. But then once my skin adjusts, those heavy moisturizers are too much. So it's kind of like depends on how long you're going to be somewhere and how your skin reacts to it. But I think like having kind of like go to if you're able to like have go to skin prep, like adjusting your skin prep, like if you are someone who and you should prioritize your sunscreen, um then what you want to do is like if in the wintertime you're using more, say you're using more skincare products underneath your sunscreen for like daytime, you kind of want to like get rid of those, unless they're completely necessary, or maybe move them to like the evening if you have like actives that you use during the day. um like I would say for the most part, all I wear during the daytime now is just like a little bit of like a hydrating mist and then my sunscreen, which is fine. If I am in New York and it's going to be very, very humid, then I don't want to switch my sunscreen. I'm probably just going to use my Round Lab Birch Juice sunscreen, which can sometimes look a little bit more like dewy on me. But honestly, it's just my favorite sunscreen. So I think I'm going to risk it. and I'll just bring some blotting powder. You know what I mean? Like if that happens and I get a little bit oily, because we are going to be, um, we're going to go to like a 4th of July thing. And so I'll just, I'll just deal with it. I think it's going to be a little bit cooler where we are for 4th of July. Um, yeah. And then I think like when I'm in New York and we're like walking around and stuff, I'm probably just not even going to be wearing makeup, but it's going to depend. Yeah. It's just going to depend on like how your skin reacts to stuff. And, um, like you're just gonna have to experiment a little bit. It's really annoying, but like maybe switching to like in the summertime when it's more warm and you tend to be a little bit more oily, maybe rather than using like a heavy ceramide moisturizer, maybe you switch to like an oil-free, like more of a water cream type moisturizer. The Bioma one I really like because it still has ceramides, but it's a lot more lightweight and it doesn't pill. Um, yeah, it's very annoying how individual skin is. It's like so annoying. I have never had Botox to decrease excessive oil. No, I haven't. But I've heard of like people who get it like in their underarms, um, which seems interesting. I'm just like I'm not like an insanely sweaty person. Like my face will sweat, but like I don't know. Other than that, it's not like a huge problem. So I don't think that I could ever like justify doing that kind of thing. My favorite face mists and setting sprays, dude. Well, face mists for like skincare depends. I think my favorite one, honestly, is the Bioma one. The like Bioma, I think balancing face mist is what it's called. It's really nice. It's got ceramides. It's like hydrating but lightweight. I love it so much. I use it like I keep coming back to it. It's really, really good. And I use that for most of my skincare. In terms of like setting sprays, honestly, I think I talked about this actually in my last live, but the all-nighter setting spray, like I know that their contract with Scandinavia ended. So like just straight up go buy the Scandinavia original setting mist. It's the same thing. And it is excuse me, just choking on air. The best setting spray. It is just the best. And I like stopped using it for a while because I knew that they like reformulated and I had a bunch of like the old ones. And then I was like, you know what, fuck it. I'm gonna try this again. It's so good. It is so damn good. So yeah, highly recommend picking up Scandinavia because like I've tried a bunch of other setting mists and like kind of just hopped around things that like were recommended by other people, some drugstore ones. Nothing compares to the OG all-nighter. So Scandinavia original setting mist. I'm telling you, it's the best. It's the best. If your Urban Decay spritzer breaks, just buy like a regular like mister, like a clear mister on Amazon or something, and just like pour it in there. So I'm gonna do my eyeshadow. If you want to know what I'm wearing on my lips, I just filmed a new makeup products video where I'm trying a bunch of like new stuff. I don't know, it's kind of long, but I'm trying a bunch of things like the new Armani tiny little blushes. And then a bunch of like drugstore stuff from CoverGirl. I bought some stuff from Scrandy. So yeah, that video will be. Hopefully, I can upload it before I leave. I think I leave on. It depends on like how long it takes to be edited, but hopefully I'll be able to upload that early before I get out of here. So that you have something to watch, which is also why I wanted to hop on a live just in case I couldn't. But yeah, I want to just like play around with some colors. Literally, that's it. I'm gonna probably be using the same palettes that I've been obsessed with, the Rotten palette and then Kimchi's. Is it Cottagecore? Yeah, Cottagecore palette, which isn't, I don't think it's available anymore. Maybe you can get it on Amazon still. And then the Rotten palette is just like my fave. And I've just been kind of like obsessed with all the colors in these palettes, using the Cottagecore for like some of the more pastel light colors. And then Rotten has like a lot of really beautiful shades in here, but like some of them are slightly more like toned down or muted. And then they just have like, I don't know, more like grounded shades and then like your dark shades. So I think I'm just gonna go back and forth between these and just kind of like play. I don't even really think that I'm gonna tell you what I'm doing. Let's just like hang out and chat. Maybelline peel off liners. Oh, I haven't even seen those yet. Are they like the Sachu ones? Like, are they like a stain? Like Sachu or whatever? I don't like peel off things. They really bother me. I kind of feel like they always just like come off in a weird way. Personally. The only thing is, I wish I could bend that all the way back so that it's like out of the way, but whatever. Turret sent an email about tubing eyeliner. What? What does that mean? Tubing eyeliner. What are you tubing? That's so confusing. Thank you. These are from Child of the Wild. I don't know what they're called, but yeah, if you look around, I think you could probably find them. Like the little chain link silver earrings or whatever. Child of Wild has one of my fave. Oh, they have like a lot of my favorite jewelry styles. Lots of very cool stuff. I actually did a jewelry video like not that long ago. I think it was just for earrings though. And I know I keep talking about doing like a follow-up, like a ring stack video. I haven't done that. I mean, I talked about it in one of my lives most recently, but like I gave you a little bit of a breakdown. Never tried a lip stain that lasts on you. Have you tried Kulfi? Kulfi are my faves because they're like hydrating. Actually, this lip product seems to have really nice payoff. I'll just tell you what it is. God damn it! It's the new Jelly Water Tint from CoverGirl, but it does leave a stain. It does leave a stain. I'm wearing raspberry drops, and then I used a little bit of Nabla, the Nabla like Stilo thing, to do a little bit of contouring around the edges. The essence stains. I haven't used the essence stains. I don't know where to begin. I'm gonna actually start with my lower lash line. I just don't know what general direction I even want to go in. I think I want to use green. I've been really into green. I've been kind of into all of the colors that I did in my like recent pastel look. And I'm afraid of just like repeating the exact same look, but I don't know. Will you be mad at me if I do that? Essence is German? I didn't know that. Interesting. Redo another Marilyn Monroe makeup look. Yeah, I could do that. I wasn't happy. I honestly was not happy with my first one. I don't think I did it very well. I was kind of sad with how it turned out. Let me think about this for a second because I'm wearing blue. I've got a blue backdrop. I've got this raspberry lip, and then I have these cool sort of like lavender nails. I know I want to use green. I think I want to include some of this berry color. Do I? Maybe I want to avoid the berry color in my eyes and just do purples, greens, and maybe some yellows. Oh, please do purple. Okay. Yeah, maybe I'll do purples and yellows. Okay. I'm going to start off with this pale purple. haven't done this in a second. Why does under eye makeup not suit some people? Ooh, it depends. It does, it depends. Some people just don't like the way it looks on them because they're not used to wearing makeup down there. Sometimes people who have round eyes um, really don't like the way it looks because their eyes are already quite defined, and like lower lash line makeup really defines the eye. I feel like that's a very common thing. Yeah, sometimes people just feel like it overwhelms their look overall. And like one of the reasons that I love it so much is just because of the way that my eye is shaped. This area comes forward a lot and I have a lot of creases, and then I have this like um, hollow underneath. And so putting product here helps to like define my eye and push this area back and put it all on like one plane. Which in my opinion makes it like, it really defines my eyes. I think otherwise my eyes can end up looking like really lost, you know? So it just, I think that like a lower, like a really defined lower lash line that's really like smoked out, it just happens to really like flatter my eye shape. But I think honestly, I think that like one of the main things is that like people don't like it because they just don't really wear that much makeup, and when they do, like when they all of a sudden start by copying somebody else, it just doesn't look right on them. This is lilac. It's like a really, really pale lilac shade. Right. Yeah, it is really brightening, right? Kind of makes me look like an alien. Okay. Let me just think. I had like a, I like this because it like matches my nails. I had like a process that I wanted to go into. Maybe I'll do a soft transition with like a little bit of a pink color. Like a really, this is more of like a light peachy pink. And then I think I'm gonna start going into like yellows and then maybe end on green. One makeup brand that really surprised me this year. Ooh, I have no idea. Um, oh man, I'd really have to think about that for a little while, you know? Hi, Emmanuel. Pleasantly surprised by Lisa Eldridge. I mean, I couldn't say pleasantly surprised because like I just know that everything she comes out with is going to be amazing. But if you haven't tried it before, then you're gonna, yeah, I can understand that. You know, is it necessary to dermaplane to have better application? It's not necessary, but like it does make a huge difference, and it's one of those things that like once you start doing it, you're gonna be like, oh shit, you know. Because like I would say I'm not a particularly hairy person, but when I dermaplane, goddamn, is my application flawless. Like it does make a difference, and it also, I mean, it works as a sort of exfoliation as well. And it sort of removes the necessity for like being strategic in terms of like placing things going down so that you're not like disrupting the hairs on the face, you know? Because like if you're applying powder and you're just kind of like being willy-nilly and it gets stuck to all the little like face hairs, it can end up looking like really obvious. Okay, starting with this makes me feel I'm like confused. I feel like I wish I hadn't started in the center. Who's Lithuanian? My family, mom or dad? My dad's side. What timing is good for it prior to an event? Oh, I mean, it depends. You got to be very like be gentle if you're dermaplaning. If you're using like the single blade dermaplane, you want to be very, very careful. I would do it the night before because you're kind of like exfoliating the top layer of your skin. So you want to be able to do it and then like moisturize afterwards. You know what I mean? So that you're not like accidentally disrupting or like over exfoliating. You know what I mean? I wouldn't do day of. I think that's a bad idea personally. Yeah, exactly. Don't dermaplane and then like put on yeah, don't like dermaplane and then do like salicylic acid or tretinoin or something. Like do it and then moisturize. Like focus on your hydration. Maybe do a sheet mask. Ooh. Okay, what the fuck am I doing, dude? Should I just go into greens? I think I'm gonna go into greens and then just like try to figure out where I want to go from there. This could end up looking really, really bad. And I just want us all to be emotionally prepared for that. Oh, these brushes are so nice. This is the Shoto 02 brush from Refer. Oh, hey. Yeah, I like purple and green with like a little bit of like a peachy color. But like I have this raspberry on my lips and now I'm thinking that the peachy color is like not pink enough. I don't know. We're gonna see. We're gonna see what happens. And then I honestly, I might bring in blue. I might just go in with all the colors, you know? Glad that some people see the vision. I don't know if I do yet. I think I'm gonna need a dark lower lash line. I have tried Trixie Mattel products. I love her like shimmery glosses. I have the Girl Talk palette right here, which I really like. Pretty pastels also. I don't use it that often. But like this, I got it, I think specifically for this color. It's so pretty. I love like a turquoise. And then this is really pretty too. And then the shimmers are really fun. I haven't been into shimmer recently. Um, on my eyes. I've been into like really matte. I don't know why. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go in with some blue. Or like a tea, like a really, really, really light sort of teal color or aqua. So far, I'm mostly using the Blend Bunny palette. Right now, I'm giving like really chic old Greg, I feel, with this like olivey green, and now with this like light aqua. But we're going somewhere. We're going somewhere. I don't know where. We're going somewhere. Do I do wedding makeup? I do wedding makeup for my friends. I've done basically all of my friends' wedding makeup. Oh my god, I got that everywhere. Yeah, that looks cool. I'm gonna do on the bottom. Yeah, maybe I won't do yellow. Maybe I'll focus more so on blues. We've got this like peach happening on the lids. I think I want to start incorporating more of this sort of like tone. I don't know. 50K or relive your teenage years? 50K. Come on. What? What? What are we talking about? Courthouse wedding makeup sounds like a fun idea. I mean, I would just be wedding makeup though, I think. You know? But I like that as a title. I like that as a title. I probably should do like an updated wedding makeup. Lunar Beauty Siren Sunset. No, I have one Lunar Beauty palette that I think was gifted to me by some like random PR agency. And it's just neutrals. It's just neutrals. Why is my audio going in and out? Why does this happen? There's no reason. There's no reason. I'm sorry, you guys. I think I just need to get a new phone. This phone is old. I've been meaning to do it for a while, but I just haven't. And I really need to do it. So yeah, maybe I will. Okay, you know what? I actually think that this look is very disconnected right now. I think I am going to start incorporating these types of colors into it. So I'm going to go in with actually the eyeliner. I recently on Instagram I posted an eyeliner look that I wore. Oh, you know what? Shit, that makes so much sense. If the mic on my phone is going out, because sometimes I'll be wearing my AirPods and I'm on the phone with somebody and they can't hear what I'm fucking saying. And I thought it was my AirPods, but maybe it's just the fucking mic on my phone. That's really annoying. All right, anyway. I posted an eyeliner look recently on Instagram, and I did sort of like a grungy, like yeah, berry, like burgundy kind of like color. So I think I'm going to use that same eyeliner. I think it was Victoria Beckham. I really like Lisa Eldridge and Victoria Beckham. My favorite eyeliners. They're so good. Dude, maybe I'll get a new phone this week. Like, maybe I'll just do it. Happy birthday! Elsley. Happy birthday, Elsley. Elsley? Isley? Elsley. Happy birthday. Yeah, maybe I'll just fucking do that. I should probably do it before I leave town. What the effing fuck? Is it on my desk? Oh, it is. Classic. Classic when I'm like trying to find something, it's literally right in front of me. Okay, so Victoria Beckham satin liner in the shade Bordeaux. Love. Oh, I always open the wrong end because the color line is on this end with like the stupid little smudge thing that I never use. Yeah. Yeah, anyway, sorry, getting caught up. I need to sharpen it though, like that's egregious. Egregiously dull. Where are my sharpeners? Oh, I have some in here. Jillian Dempsey eye coals. One of them is called Burgundy, but it may be closer to plum. If it's called Burgundy and it's not Burgundy, that's upsetting to me. This is definitely like a I dropped it. Hold on. Yeah, that's upsetting to me because if it's like I love a Burgundy, you know, and I love a plum, but I want it to be Burgundy. Oh my god. Cleaning an eyeliner sharpener is like kind of the worst thing in the entire world. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna use this guy basically the same way that I used it the other day. So I'm just gonna use the same little smudgy brush that I used. I'm just gonna, these are really, really nice because they're super blendy and they like give you plenty of time. To blend them out, or like a really nice creamy sort of kohl. I'm just gonna thicken it up on the outer part of the lash line and then just pull it out slightly. That's pretty. And it's dark. So it like kind of ties the lip into the eye, you know, but it's not like bright pink or anything. The name of the eye pencil is Bordeaux. Victoria Beckham. No, I just felt like chilling with you guys and doing my eyeshadow. That's basically it. I'm not going anywhere. In fact, I'm just probably gonna like change and go for a walk after I film this. I've been oh shit, I forgot her name. Sarah something. Sarah Palma on social media. I met her once at an event and I think I follow her on Instagram. Oh shit, I took that up too high. Anyway, she made, I would say, made popular the technique. Oh, I made that way too thick. Fuck. Made popular the technique of like reapplying sunscreen on top of makeup using like a puff, like a puff. And I think what she does is kind of like spreads it on top of her makeup and then blends it in with the puff. What I do, you know what? Let me blend my eyeliner first. What I do is I spread it on the puff kind of evenly, and then I just press it into my makeup. Um, and that's what I like to do on like a filming day when I obviously have been sitting inside and like I'm not wearing sunscreen because I'm just like in studio lights or whatever. But like if I want to leave the house afterwards and like go for a walk, then I will use that technique to apply sunscreen on top of my makeup. And it definitely does um like it'll kind of eat away at parts of your makeup. So like if you are going to actually go somewhere, you want to like touch up on top of it, but it is a pretty effective strategy. I would say it's the most effective in terms of reapplying, like if you're trying to reapply sunscreen on top of makeup, which I will be completely honest with you, like I think I've talked about this in the past, but like if I'm going to a wedding and I'm getting ready at like noon for the wedding, and then the wedding's at 4, I'm finishing my makeup and I'm just like I've got sunscreen on, but like I'm not reapplying my sunscreen right before going to the wedding. It's just not gonna happen. Like I'm just taking the L on that one. You know what I mean? Like I applied it and that's the most I'm gonna do on that day. And I'm gonna be okay. Like I'm gonna survive. You know what I mean? So like I am very pro remembering to wear your sunscreen. Take your sunscreen seriously, especially if you're using, well, just in general, but just like if you're using those actives, if you want them to work properly, if you want your tretinoin to work properly, um, your exfoliations to like work properly, wear the fucking sunscreen. But like if you have a special event, keep in mind that like you're probably not going to be able to like midway through a wedding be able to like go to the bathroom and like reapply your sunscreen and touch up your makeup. Like it's just not going to happen. You know what I mean? So just like go easy on yourself. It's going to be okay. Everything's going to be okay. That's really pretty. It really makes my eyes pop. Pop? Should I keep, this is up to you guys. Should I keep my lower lash line light or should I like darken it up? Make it a little bit more grunge? Because if so, I'm going to go in with this on the lower lash line. Can we just have less expensive SPF makeup? Well, SPF makeup isn't really doing anything. Like the SPF in the makeup isn't really doing that much. You know what I mean? Like you're not applying enough for it to really do that much. It just isn't. Very lower. Okay. Oh my god. Oh god. Okay. I'll grunge it up. Passionate about this. All right. I'm gonna go into my waterline. I'm gonna be messy with it. Right. I mean, I think that was the right call. And then I'm just gonna take that same brush and soften and blend. I'm gonna take that a little bit into the inner corner as well. And then just make sure that I'm connecting it to the top. I'll be honest with you. I do think that this looks sick as fuck, but I do also feel it's a little much with the lip. You know what I mean? But maybe once it's all finished, it'll be okay. I just like, once I start to get like a little more like heavy with an eye look, I typically want a more nude lip. Because as much as I miss 2016 makeup, it's just not the world that we live in right now. I am a vampire. Definitely got that all up in my eyeball. But if one wants full drama, let's go full drama. I mean, come on, yeah. Okay, I like that. And then I'm gonna set it with the bird. This is what I did the other day with my eyeliner. I definitely I pulled it out more than this, but I'm happy with this length. Like, I think that's good. Actually, you know what? As soon as I said that, I was like, maybe I want to blend it out a little bit more. I'm gonna take it out. I'm just gonna soften. Like, this eyeliner is just so nice because like you can just continue to blend it. I'm just gonna slowly pull it out a little bit further. And that's it. I think that's good. I'm gonna buff that off, and then I used Maro from the Rotten palette, this shade, to set. But I think I'm gonna go in with a slightly smaller brush. Probably. It's clean. I really need to clean all my brushes. Refer 23. Shut up. I think the Victoria Beckham, I forgot what her name was for a second. I think the Victoria Beckham eyeliners stay really beautifully. Yeah. They just like give you plenty of time to work with them, you know? So I'm gonna start with the lower lash line and just press this into that color. This is always, here, I'll do it to one eye and then I'll show you the other eye. This is always like the best technique for making liner not only make it last, soften it and really make it look like three-dimensional. But same thing goes with your eyeshadow. Like, if you use a cream base for your eyeshadow, like if I did this look with creams first and then set it with powders, the finish is just like, oh, it's unbelievable. And then same towards the end, just tapping. It's already soft. I don't need to extend it anymore. So I'm just gonna kind of diffuse that powder. Like, look at that. And then that. That just looks like so velvety and finished, you know? It really makes a huge difference. Thanks, guys. Why are you being so nice? How did the VB eyeliners compare to Lisa? Ooh. I would say, oh, that's tough. I would say that the Lisa eyeliners have probably a longer wear time. I don't feel like I have to set the Lisa liners. But they do still give you plenty of time to like work with them. I don't know. Does Lisa have like a shade like this, a red-ish shade? Because I feel like I always look for one and I can't find it. If she does, I might not have it. And I think that's the main reason that I end up going for Victoria Beckham's eyeliners, because I'm obsessed with this Bordeaux shade. But yeah, I would say Lisa's liners probably lock in a little bit better if I had to like choose between the two in terms of long lasting. It would probably be Lisa. Oh, I got a bunch of fallout. I'm using Bordeaux by Victoria Beckham eyeliner. She doesn't have a burgundy. Why? That would be amazing. I mean, I think I have said in the well, she came out with some new shades recently, but I have said in the past that like I want Lisa to come out with every color possible in her eyeliner formula. Because it is definitely one of my favorites. But I want like everything. Like I want brights, which I know she's probably like less likely to do. I want pastels. We mostly have the jewel tones. But yeah, what did you say? Like a shimmery navy. Oh, metallic navy, that would be nice. Okay. Where did I put my little brush that I used first? That's kind of nice. And you know what? Now I don't hate the peach. Because before I think it was looking a little like disconnected. That was really fucking good. I have like a peach. It's kind of like a peach color in the middle of my eyes. Oh, I need to get the Velveteen, the strawberry blonde one. It looks so good. Okay, for my lower lat, like to blend out now. Oh, definitely got some eyeliner in my eyeball. I'm trying to think. Maybe I'll go a little bit of blue down here, like bring some of that blue in here, and then peach in here? Or maybe, I don't really want to do more of the peach. I'm sort of, yeah, maybe I should use a little bit more of the kimchi palette. I've mostly been using Rotten, to be honest, for this makeup look. Rotten Blend Bunny. Would an eye makeup look like this require mascara since the liner's so dark? I mean, I'm gonna wear mascara, but like not necessarily. If you don't want to, you can just like focus on the eyeliner. That's like that's a vibe in and of itself, you know? But personally, I think because of like all the eyeshadow that I have going on, it would look weird if I didn't do mascara. Um, Honestly, I think it's the peach shade that's throwing me off right now. I'm just trying to figure out what I want to do there instead. Like I might just buff something on top of that, like a paler pink or something. Or maybe just like a slightly more saturated purple. I'm gonna leave it for now and didn't just go into the lower lash line. So I'm gonna grab an O2 brush, and then I have this like, should I use that? I just want to use more from the kimchi palette. I have this like periwinkle shade right here that's like really, really pretty. I think I'm gonna use that underneath the outer corner on the lower lash line. And I feel like this will kind of like help to tie in the green and teal or aqua that we have going on the top, but we'll blend a little purpley into that Bordeaux shade. Glitter over the peach. No. I just don't think I want shimmer. Maybe, I don't know. We'll think about it. Unless we did like a boy tears situation with like Hindash, you know? That could be interesting, like a nude shimmer. I don't know. Okay, I like that. That's kind of fun. I think I want to like blend that out a little bit more. Like with a blending brush. I'm gonna grab a 13, and then I'm gonna mix that with the white in the palette. And then I'm just gonna buff around the edges of that. And just soften it out. What up? Yeah, that looks cool. And I'm just going to take a little bit of that on that very outer part on the top. So it like connects a little bit. And then maybe just more lavender, a little bit more lavender down there. No, I don't think I'm going to do a burgundy mascara. Honestly, I think mostly because I don't have any like colorful mascaras that like I love the formula of, you know? Yeah, the periwinkle is so pretty. Like just on its own. That's like a color that I'm just kind of obsessed with. Like completely on its own. Like that shade can just one shade all over, you know? Hi Chris, thank you. A white eyeliner in the end. Where? Underneath this? I don't think I want to add any white. Yeah, the peach is bothering me, and I don't really know why. But I'm gonna just add a little bit more lavender. I'm gonna grab this one from the kimchi palette though, which is a little more saturated, slightly darker. And I'm bringing that like relatively close to that eyeliner, which should soften it a little bit. And then I'm just gonna kind of like buff between that really pale lilac shade and into that blue. Oh, thanks. I haven't decided about the lid. I really don't know what I'm gonna do. Something needs to be done about the peach though. And everything is so matte, I don't think I want to go in with a shimmer. I just feel like it's gonna look weird, but something needs to be done about the peach. That looks really nice though. I'm happy with like this. I'm happy with the lower lash line completely. Maybe I just lighten the lid, like go in with a white and just lighten everything up. I will save this live. I've been saving all my lives. I think I usually save all my lives. It is like a muted pride look, yeah. I'm gonna try just going in with white on the lid to soften things and just see what happens. And if it fucks up, then maybe we'll just remove the lid completely and like try something else. I don't really know. I do feel like I need to change up the lip, but I definitely got some aqua eyeshadow in my eyebrows. Yeah, let's try the white. All right, so I'm gonna use, where are all my E54 brushes? I have this little brush from Refer that's like, I think it was part of like a fancy collection. They don't have it anymore, but it's so good. It's the K01 brush. It's a really nice lid. I mean, it's like a multi-use brush that you can use for like concealer. I like using it for my lids sometimes. So I'm just gonna pick up the white shade from the Kimchi palette. I'm really tapping it off. And then I'm just gonna pat this all over that peach. Trying to avoid that eyeliner. And just buff it underneath that green. Yeah, I like that a lot better. It really looks more cohesive, you know? Maybe I think the peach was just like too close to my skin tone, maybe. It's like if you're gonna do the most, you know what I mean? I think that works nicely, actually. It does sort of lessen the purple, I think. The purple in the inner corner, you don't really see it as much, but like this purple is standing out, which is nice. I'm happy with the all matte though. Been very into all matte eyes recently. It's funny how you go through those like phases where you're just like, I need shimmer on the lids. Like I need shimmer. I just need it. And then sometimes you're just like, I need everything to be completely matte. That looks nice. There's still like a teeny hint of a peach. I mean, I don't know if you guys can see it. But all it really did is like tone down the white slightly. But yeah, I feel like overall the colors are more cohesive. And lightening that up, lightening the lid up, like I feel like made the structure look better. Oh my god, thanks. Yeah, it was too warm toned. I agree. It was like clashing. I think because initially I was thinking about going in with yellow, but then I didn't, and then it was just like, why is this peach here? You know? I think that's pretty. I like it. I gotta fix my brows a little bit because I definitely have a lot of green eyeshadow in them. And then I might adjust the lip. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. I'm happy with that. It's kind of fun. I'm gonna put some mascara on. I curled my lashes earlier and they've sort of like kept the curl, so. I mean, of course a nude lip's gonna fit better, but I already had this lip on, you know? And I wanted to do the most. But I might just lighten it. I don't know. I'm gonna go in with my Swede mascara. Obsessed with this. Really good. The Lift mascara. Pro Lash Lift mascara. It's water resistant, not waterproof. So it's a little more gentle when you try to remove it. It comes out. I mean, you gotta use a cleansing balm. Like you should definitely use a cleansing balm. But definitely holds your lashes really, really well. And I like that it's a comb. Okay, these middle ones are just like sticking together. I don't want to separate, it's bothering me. My lashes have been insane since I started using the Swede Lash Serum. I think we talked about that in the last live, but oh my god. They are so much longer, it's like fucking insane. Lash serum name is Swede. Sweed. Swede Lash Serum. It is a game changer. Like, oh my god. It takes like a good month, I would say, to see results. But once you do, my god, it's like a truly a life changer. Yeah, I feel like this is cute. I mean, it's a lot, but like, it's cute. You know? Why are you scared about lash serums? Is it because of the like weird ingredient? Because this lash serum doesn't have that, which is why I even tried it in the first place. It's just like skincare ingredients. It's not, it doesn't have the like thing that like causes like dark pigment and stuff. Like Latisse or any of those situations. Because I was very wary of lash serums for a really long time, specifically for that reason. I was like, I've already got dark circles. Like, I don't need dark pigment, you know? I'm not trying to risk that. And then, you know, people kept like, kept talking about or like mentioned it a few times because I was complaining about my lashes. They mentioned it a few times in my comments, and I was like, oh, okay, I'm finally going to try this lash serum. And I truly like, if I had to choose one product from like this year so far that has like changed my life, it's that one. Yeah, prosta prostaglandins, prostaglandins or whatever it's called. That stuff. Like the I think the Swede lash, it has like pumpkin juice or some shit, and then like the Swede lash serum, and then it has like peptides and stuff. You know, it's just like basically skincare ingredients. And yeah, like look at my lashes. Like what? I've always had these like straight lashes. But it's just like, oh, I can't. Like I have one over here that just like this one right here. This one. It's like it's just it's up all the time. It's up even when I don't like curl. It's amazing. It's like fucking unbelievable. That looks pretty fucking good. you know? Okay, so what should we do for the lip? Should we just like try a slightly lighter pink in the center? Should we add a little bit of nude? This is the look with the lip, with the pink ass lip, you know? But I like, I don't know. The maximalist in me loves it. But if I was going somewhere, even if it was like a makeup event, I'd be wearing a nude lip, you know, because this is just a lot. Is this the exact placement that I did for my Pride makeup look? Because I do feel like I've been putting the same colors in the same places, which is really annoying. I like how this olive green turned out in here. Because when I first put it down, it was like, is this gonna work? But it works. It works. Lip shimmer. Oh, that didn't go in the trash. Because I have this Rabanne lipstick that is a light pink brown lip liner. Ombre lip, lighter pink. I don't know, this is still like it's pink though, but it is lighter. Maybe we try that first. Ritual de Fille. Yeah, I did try Ritual de Fille. I think but like years ago, like when I first moved to LA, so like a long time ago. And I don't know that I've tried anything since from them. I'm trying to think. I feel like I purchased something a while back. Okay, so some people want to try the lighter pink, some people don't want to go away from pink, or you don't want brown. Let's just try this lighter pink. This is like a stain, so I think I can take it off, you know? It's not really doing that much. It's kind of giving Pepto. This is a really pretty color on its own, though. Yes. I mean, it made it like... I kind of feel like the tone works better with the eye look, honestly. Because it like brought a little bit more of like the sort of pastel-y, chalky kind of color in, you know? So I'm not mad at it. Maybe a cool toned, like a stone, like a MAC stone. Just to do some contouring and like really sort of lean into the grunge, you know? I don't think I have stone here though. I was looking for it the other day and I couldn't find it anywhere, which is really strange because you would think that, I mean, I don't think it's ever not been in my like everyday lip liner bucket or whatever the fuck you want to call this. So maybe we use just another cool toned one that's not like quite as gray. Deeper burgundy lip liner. And stay saturated. Darker lip liner. Burgundy, grunge it up. I don't know. The closest thing that I have is this from Anastasia Beverly Hills, which is actually a little bit more like, what is the shade? It's called After Dust, and I thought it was going to be cool tone. It's actually kind of warm. It's like a brown color. What do you guys think? Let me give you some options. I do have some like cooler toned purpley lip liner shades, but I don't know that they would be, well, yeah, I don't know if they'd be dark enough. I think I cleaned out my lip liner cup a little while ago, so I don't have them all like readily available. But then I also have what the fuck is this? Night Moth from MAC, which is really dark. Thoughts? Because like I'm down to like double down and go like goth with it, you know? Because like who cares? I'm not going anywhere. It doesn't matter, you know? I was looking at ABH lip pencils and wondered if they were actually cool toned. Yeah, this one is like not. I bought it because somebody else was wearing it and it looked really cool toned on them, but it's not. It's like pretty like brown. It's like a brown taupe. It's kind of like a warm brown taupe. You guys, we're going for maximalist. I'm not, like I said, I'm not going anywhere. This is pre-shower makeup, you know? When I go for a walk, I'm literally gonna have a hat on. It's fine. Let's do Night Moth. The people who are like, no, we need to tone it down, like, you're making me just want to do Night Moth, so we're gonna do Night Moth. Like, live a little. You know what I mean? Like, live a little. Maybe it'll look like shit. Who cares? Live a little. Have some fun. Oh, it needs to sharpen. Needs to sharpen. Okay. Ready? Oh, dude, I think this shit's expired. It smells weird. Whatever. I'm gonna start off with strategic contouring. Make it kind of ombre. Yeah, this smells fucking weird. Yeah, that looks kind of cool. I'm just gonna like continue to double down. I'm gonna really like ombre it. I definitely need to get rid of this lip liner though. I think that looks sick. It's definitely giving vampire. Ooh, whatever. I'm definitely gonna have to do some cleanup. Let me clean it up. Yeah, I feel like this is what we needed to like really double down, honestly, you know? Okay, I am gonna have to do a little bit of cleanup, so I'm just gonna take a little bit of my Kosas concealer because that was crazy. It is giving breaths. Okay, I'm into it. I fuck with it. I fuck with it heavily. Yes. Yes. Hot. Obsessed. Love it. Sick. It looks so good. 100%. Oh, I was gonna say 100%, but right? I overlined this side a little bit too much, but I actually kind of like the way it looks. Right? Yeah, I like it. I like it. Colorful grunge. We doubled down. I feel like it looks really good. Look what happens when I do this. Ooh. Hello, face. Ooh. So much light in my face right now. You guys actually aren't in like the right place right now for proper, like the way my makeup should look, because my camera's like up here. It's honestly not the best lighting for like this live type of situation. You know? But it's fine. Yeah, the eyeliner was definitely a good move, and I like that we went in like a grungy direction and then doubled down with the lip liner. I feel like it all came together and it's like more of a vibe. You know what I mean? Into it. I'm really glad that I picked up these two palettes. I have just been so obsessed. Like together, I feel like they work really well. For anyone who popped in later, I was using Cottagecore from Kimchi, which I think you can still get on Amazon, and then Blend Bunny. This collaboration with May Pang, um, the Rotten palette, which is just like, oh, so freaking gorgeous. It's like unbelievably beautiful. So yeah. Thanks, guys. Thanks for feedback, and I appreciate all the people who were like, do the most. You know what I mean? You gotta do the most, especially if you're just gonna wash it all off. Like experiment, play a little bit. Look at that blue. That like periwinkle on my lower lash line is like killing it. I feel like that stole the show. And also really brought like my top into it. I remember when I first started doing makeup for fun back in the day, like when I was first like experimenting with it. This is like the type of shit, although the eye would be like super smoky and dark. This is the type of shit that I would like wear to go run errands, like go to the grocery store and like drop shit off at the post office and very vampire chic. It still doesn't look like too much. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, well, thanks guys for hanging out with me. It's 4. I got a lot. I gotta eat something. Um, yeah, I got 2 videos coming. Hopefully, I'll have my new, like trying new products video that will be up hopefully before I leave. Otherwise, and it depends on something else. There's like I'm working on logistics with another one. But hopefully I'll have 2 videos for you up this week. If not, you might not see them until next week. So it's just gonna kind of depend on like what happens. But yeah, thank you. I pray for me. I hope that I survive the heat in the city. It's gonna be brutal, but yeah, thank you. Thanks for hanging out. And I'll see you guys soon. I've been doing more of these like casual lives, so you know, turn on notifications or whatever the fuck if you feel like you've been missing them. But they also always, I save them so you can go back and watch if you came in late. All right, guys, I'll see you soon. Bye.